Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna do two speedruns in one night. Probably just this one episode. We're right on the edge of 2000. Close to breaking our... Okay, and I really like this system to go D3. He's playing it like Sicilian. If he ever plays D5, it transposes directly, because these are moves we would be playing against D5. Okay, 97. That looks a little weird. So the knight can only go to G6, and then I can kick it. I'm tempted to tickle the pawn. I guess, like, maybe I'm not really threatening it, because, like, maybe queen a5. Okay, sure. Okay, this pawn is hugely weak. Don't know what to do. Okay, let's go here. Trying to clamp down on D5. Not let that happen. Okay. Clamp down on B5. Don't let that happen. You can go B6, but I'm okay with that. Okay. Okay. Gonna use this knight. This is a little bit of an unconventional choice to not use this knight. And it's mostly because I want the C3 square for the pawn C3, which we're gonna see. So he's keeping pieces on, which, to be honest, doesn't really feel super smart. But that is the choice he's making. So my priorities are, I'd like to get this central break in without allowing this check. So maybe I go knight h3. I just want to control d5, so I'm not going to f3. And I'm supporting f4, which could be a thing. But more interested in d4. d4 is definitely pretty appealing. Because it doesn't have any weaknesses, right? Like, this pawn is, like, kind of weak. And I don't want to, like, get in a situation where I just drop this pawn. Like, if I play f4, I want to be able to take back with the pawn, which I can't right now. This pawn is doing a great job controlling the knight. Okay, we are going to hit with d4. And I think things are going super duper well. He's got this weak pawn on d6. That can't be too fun. I've got a clamp on the b7 pawn, and he's got this bad knight on g6, and he's got this weak pawn on h5. So he's got multiple problems in the position. This are the main ones. I've got this kind of weird looking knight here. This knight isn't the best, to be perfectly honest. But it's out of the way, right? It keeps my queen's eyes. If it was on f3, maybe that would be better. But I don't think I could put it on f3. Why not? Ah, cause I needed to control d5. Yeah, makes sense. So if I play this move, this is what I really want to play. And he plays here, and I check. That's just good. Because this pawn, I don't really care about the pawn. And it just helps me magnify the pressure on b7. And his king is remaining weak. So if he wants to take that pawn, he can be my guest. Knight on f5 is a dream square for the knight. Hitting all the weaknesses. Bishop could be locked in with a5, bishop b6. Could be an idea. I'm anticipating some sort of defense of d6. I don't know how he's going to do that. Maybe like this? Really? So you're just going to give me that pawn? Sure, we're going to take it. That's a big pawn because it comes with potentially h5. I'm more than willing to again give away b2. I don't really care about b2. I get it loses a tempo for him. He's developing my rook. So yeah, you want a pawn, but at what cost? At the cost of, you know, my rook. Okay, this is a gimme move. Potentially forking the ponies on f5, winning a clean tempo. I'm gonna win another tempo against d6 pawn. I think he's just done. I think he's dead. I'm on b7. I'm on d6. I'm on the f5 break. Not really a break. It just wins a clean piece. He's always got to watch out for knight g5, checkmating him. I think he's just got such severe problems that they can't possibly be solved. e5 is also a threat. e5 here, take. Okay. I think we just take this. Don't see a reason not to take this. Threatening f5 now. And e5 potentially. I mean, everything is a threat. I mean, these pieces are just huge targets for the pawn roller that's coming. And he's constantly got a headache on the h7 square. Can't just forget about that. Okay. You had your threat. Nice job. I see you want this threat? Is that what you want? Yeah, but if you go here and I take, and you take, and then you get mated. So you can't go here either. Because take, checkmate. So that doesn't work. I don't know what to recommend. I think you just lose in this position. I mean, the threat is e5 and then f5, or maybe even f5 first. Maybe f5 first. I mean, everything's collapsing. b7 is collapsing. It's hit like a billion times. It's hit by this. It's hit by this. It's eyeballed by the bishop. So it's in a pin as well. f5 is coming. Knight g5 is always a permanent idea that checkmates you. queen is not stable. Yeah. Seems tough. Okay. So I guess the point of this move is if I take, he's gonna take. So let's not hang that. Let's just go take that. He's gotta take. Doesn't seem super appetizing for him, but like, what else has he got? And now e5 is coming. You can't move the rook because of checkmate. It's not really checkmate, but I mean, taking on f7 is certainly not gonna be good for his health. I think we can safely say that. So this feels like it's gonna lose a bishop, but is that true? There's no like none of this stuff. If I go here, he's only got 2 squares. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Okay, I'm just gonna play e5. If he wants to take, he can take. Fine with that. Then I'm gonna. Okay, the point of this was that I have bishop d4 now, which I felt like maybe was annoying. I guess. Oh, we can go here. That looks pretty good. On a scale of extremely good to super duper winning with rook d3, fork. On a scale of incredibly, the game is over, super duper, immensely, 100%, 0% my opponent survives, extremely dead, KO, GG. Next, this one is pretty bad for him. Because he has to go g6, and then we take it, and then we take it, and then he goes in the corner. We don't. We play this move, and if he goes rook g8, that's checkmate on f7. We can allow this pin. That's funny. I thought, like, I was like, for a second, I was like, oh wait, let's be careful. But we always have this checkmate idea. So I think just rook here will get the job done, forking the queen and the bishop, and threatening checkmate on g3. I mean, he can block, and I take, and then he blocks, and I take, and then it's checkmate. Oh, I see that move, but I just go here, check, and that's game over. Okay. Let's see what happened there. So he played the French, and I was advocating for d3. I said d3 is a good move. And you can see I like to play moves that score well. d3, I guess it scores about the same. So we get c5, and I play g3. And he played knight c6, and I played bishop g2, and he played a move that I thought was bad. He played knight e7. Okay, it's not the worst move in the history of chess. It's a little awkward because the knight can only really go here, and it's not stable due to this idea. And the knight is like kind of getting in the way of black's ideal development. So I didn't really know what to do. I played bishop e3. Bishop e3 is not great, I guess, because it allows d5, and I'm not really threatening to take because he has this trick. Right, mate? Okay, he didn't see that. d5 is smart. Good eye, computer. So we played this move, just defending the pawn that was already tactically defended. And did I play h4? I think I played h4. He played h5. I feel like this inclusion is good for me. I mean, sure. And I played knight c3. Computer wants to go f4, but I don't care what the computer wants. I just wanted to clamp on d5. And he played a6, I believe. And then I wanted to clamp on. Is that what happened? a6, a4. Yeah, a6, a4. Yeah, I was correct. Okay. a4, not the very best. It really wants this idea to go f4, potentially f5, scaring this knight. Wow. And then f4, maybe I can play the knight behind the pawn. So okay, I played a4. He played knight e5, knight d5, and I played a weird move that is not the best move. The best move is like the very natural knight e2. I played knight c e2. He played e5. I played c3. I felt like this is bad. I felt like he should take. That's apparently not good either. Because I felt like it's hard to when you have less space than your opponent, you generally want to trade because things can get boxed in a little too much and get constricted, and pieces can become targets. And even though it's equal, like, okay, black has 3 pawns and I have 3 pawns in the middle, I would argue that black has less space in this position because black can't really stop the liquidation of these 2 pawns. Like, okay, I guess they could just not trade and allow maybe d5 coming with tempo against the knight on either e6 or c6. But if they trade, now white has 3 pawns and black only has 1. And the 1 pawn that they have is they don't want that pawn to be there. They want that pawn to be back here. As the pawn is just a weakness. So I would say white has more space in this position because of the incoming d4 break. And again, I played this like weird move, knight h3. I didn't want to allow d5. It's saying that there's maybe some tactical problems with this, and maybe the queen gets a little bit in trouble. And maybe knight f3 made sense, but okay, I played knight h3. I felt like it was out of the way. I'm developing the knight. I'm preparing to castle. It's still +1, and I'm clamping d5, and I'm going to play d4 soon. So he played d6, played d4, take. Oh, no, I castled first. Here, 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 here. He played this move, bishop f6. And I really, again, I think he should trade, right? That's the best move, right? He has less space. White has more space. So black should trade. It frees up. His pieces are kind of getting in the way, right? His pieces are competing over this e6 square. Maybe the bishop wants to be there. So he needs to free the pressure a little bit. He played this, and I really want to play knight f5. Now this move loses a pawn, but sometimes when you really want to play a move for positional reasons, like the reason I want to play it for positional reasons is one, now he can't trade anymore, so he's left with this bad knight on e6, and two, I'm hitting just all the weaknesses. I'm hitting d6, I'm hitting here, and it's hard for him to castle because of this pawn. So when you really want to play a move, sometimes you have to ask yourself, like, what's really stopping me? And what's stopping me is him taking this, and I don't think this is something that we care about, right? This costs him... It costs him developing my rook plus giving me the move. So I get a free move, and I get a developed rook. And I'm going to have a video coming out about this later. But a free move, especially in a position like this where there's actually a bunch of targets, is usually, a free move is usually worth at minimum like half a pawn. And this file, you could say, is probably worth another half a pawn. In reality, it's worth more than that. Like here, if he takes it, the evaluation goes from +3 to +4. So yeah, both these things are worth half a pawn. And you know, in reality, I'm just gonna win the pawn back. But okay, he played. What did he do again? He castled, and I just took on h5. Again, we don't really care about this pawn. He took it. It's probably not great for him to take it. I hit the bishop. He goes back. I start steamrolling. Here. And I went here. He went here. I took. And he went here. And I went here. And at this point, he started panicking. Very rightly so. I think he's got these massive problems coming. Because he hadn't really fixed any. He hasn't even fixed this problem. Like, this is like a Catalan problem. Like, whenever you have this fianchetto bishop, this is like the main idea of the Catalan. Is you get this issue where your bishop gets stuck here, defending this like weak pawn. So he has the Catalan problem, and then he has the massive like your king's getting mated problem on this side of the board. So he doesn't fix any of his problems. So he just gives away a knight. Of course, he's hoping that we're gonna take, and he's gonna take. So we don't let him do that. And he plays bishop h3. This move felt like it lost. Apparently, it's like one of the better moves. It's like 5th, I guess. I mean, 5th is not great, especially when your position is bad. So I played e5. That's top. You can play bishop e7, and yeah, bishop e4 ends the game with rook d3, with checkmate. Yeah, he's just getting mated here. Rook f7, queen takes, and then I return to h5. I do the shimmy. It doesn't really matter. Queen h5. All right, let's play another one. All right, we got to 2000. Nice work, me. Playing at 2100, one of the strongest opponents I've played. Playing with our trusty Karo Khan. Okay, I'm a big bishop f5 fanboy. He's gonna play the short, and I have an interesting system against the short that's pretty rare. And it's to go knight g6. So like castles knight g6. So let's do that. Okay, this is not the best move. This is weird. Not seen that. It feels not very accurate, but I considered f6. Maybe f6 was better. Okay. play this move, so I have f6 being hinted at. He should play like knight e1, I think. Okay, he needs to try to threaten g4. Okay, he didn't do that. So we're gonna try to get this move in. Okay. Okay, I'm really tempted to just start taking stuff. Take here, take, 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 take. I'm up 2 pawns there. Sure. Pawns is a lot of pawns. But he does have this annoying rook. So it's not like all roses for me. If I go here, okay, he's got like this g4 idea, but I'm just gonna, okay, I can play this and stop the g4 idea, but mostly I wanna kick him and maybe play like bishop e7 and then d4. Knight's stable here. Oh, okay, I guess not. So he's got these expansionary ideas. So maybe like he should start with f4, but then I come in, takes. Okay, but I just take that. Okay, but I don't see what the point is. I'm up 3 pawns. And my problem is this rook. But if I can castle, that's not really a problem. And I'm okay, like I might lose. All these pawns are kind of weak. Okay, he just resigns. He doesn't even want to play anymore. Wow. I'll get some water and then I'll analyze. Yeah, give me like 5 minutes and then I'll. Alright. So, just for fun, I'm going to try to guess the final evaluation here. So, I'm up 3 pawns, but I got some issues. I have bishop pair as well. Oh, I have a nasty trick. To go d4, take, and then long castles, hitting the rook, hitting the bishop. He's got like knight f7 there. Not immediately, like takes. No, the trick is good. Like d4 and long castles. Gotta be careful of knight f7. But 3 pawns. He has maybe some compensation for them. He's definitely more active than I am. I would say +2. +2 flat. Maybe a very marginally more, but not much. Low +2. So let's see what happened. So we get e4, c6, d4, d5, e5, bishop f5, bishop e2, e6, knight f3, knight e7, castles. And I play this move that's not very good, knight g6, but it's a testing move. You see black scores pretty well. Apparently bishop g6 black also scores well, but sure. Okay, I play knight g6. And I really likes this move a4, but like whatever, I don't really care that much. Knight e1 used to be the old move. You see it's doing quite well. Knight e1 threatening g4, h5, and then you can't take. I don't remember why. Why is it that you can't take? Well, queen h4, right? Yeah. And g4. Take g4. Queen takes g4. I see. You just. So nobody won any pawns, but black has much better activity. And white traded their good bishop, and black traded their bad bishop. So all the structure is harmonious with the bishop, whereas white's structure is disadvantageous to their bishop. That's part of the reason for black's advantage. The king is a little airy as well. There's a weakness on h2, and black has slightly better development. Okay, so that didn't happen though. He played bishop g5, which I was very surprised by. I've never seen this move. Didn't feel like a great move. So I did look at f6. It's tempting because f6 is the main idea in this opening. It's very different from normal Caro-Kanns where you go c5. This one, you're mostly trying to go f6 with the knight on g6, just because it applies pressure to e5. And we're going to apply pressure to e5 this way. And we're going to force them to take. But usually when you play f6, you recapture with the queen, and then bishop g5 happens, and you go queen f7. So this I wasn't familiar with. So I went, okay, queen b6, just trying to tickle. And my opponent played what I felt like was a good move. Knight c3. Computer is very unimpressed. Says I should just like win all the pawns. That's fair. Okay, I played knight d7. And what did he do? I said he should be going like knight e1. Okay, he went queen d2. And I went f6. And he went bishop here. And I decided to take the pawn now. But this is not the best move. Okay. 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 So I'm losing here. I'm doing badly. To rook c1. I'm getting kebabbed. My development is not very good at all. Wow. So he didn't do that though. What did he do? I took... Oh, he took again, and I took again, and he played... Oh wow, again I'm losing. Knight b5. Oh my god. That is a cold shower. Wow, and I'm just getting crisscross applesauced by the bishops. Criss cross applesauce. Yeah. Crisscross applesauce indeed. These bishops and the rook coming to c1 eventually. I'm not going to survive. Wow, knight b5. Oh, damn. So we could have lost. That would have been very unpleasant if he played that. He did not find that. He did not find that at all. So I played bishop f5. And you played g4. Which is good for him. And I took. And he took. And I took. And now he doesn't have any tricks with knight b5. So he needed to be alert to this knight b5 trick. This wasn't even on my radar. Wow. This knight b5 kept showing up. And now he doesn't have it because there's no bishop takes b5 check. And now it's pretty bad for him. If he plays like a3, I wonder if d4 is a good move. It's not. Okay, this is just super stupid because you're trading king safety for a bishop, which is not really a fair trade. Yeah. So just develop and go this way. That makes a lot more sense. It's a lot less adventurous. Let's play. I gotta get water and then. Alright, sorry. I'm taking long breaks. Let's play one last game. Okay. We're back to the Karo Khan. That's 3 Karo Khan games today. We had 2 as white and 1 as black. I'm gonna play our short variation. Big fan of the short variation. Okay. Anytime they play c5, we're meeting it with c4. That's we're not gonna calculate. That's weak and lame. Okay, we're just holding this. We're potentially eyeballing 96. Okay, let's slam the knights into the squares they want to go. Okay, bishop f3 looking very tempting. I see. That's annoying. Are you stopping my bishop from going to f3? Okay. Wow. He's playing resiliently. Okay. Just develop. This is already defended. Maybe knight e3. Okay. Let's just go here. Still knight e3 potentially, but I don't want to lose sight of okay. I'm gonna something feels really wrong about what I've done. Like this, my center is a little not so good. Maybe this is also good. Okay. Okay, let's just step out of knight g6, step out of knight d5. Okay, my opponent is playing really well, I would say. Okay, we're gonna take that. Bishop pair is always nice. Okay, I feel like it's hard for me not to be better now that I have the bishop pair and my center is not collapsing. So we're gonna start asking some other questions. I'm gonna ask this question over here. And I think white is better. Not a huge amount. Okay, probably they should distract the queen from side of d5. But white's better. Okay, they're gonna do this. This looks a little awkward because now I jump in here and I'm potentially pivoting the d6. And the knight is getting in the way of the bishop. Could also pivot to d6 this way. Okay, let's pivot to d6. Swing the bat all the way around. Okay, I just have to be careful in knight c4. Okay, let's take that. Okay, they're maybe eyeballing me. Knight is really well placed. Queen can go here, out of the way of the rook, eyeballing the pawn. It's not really any. There's this square on b4 which is making me think about playing a3. Like maybe he should put a piece on like queen b4. Probably not like incredibly worried about that. Okay. Maybe I can go h3 as well, but I'm a little tempted. So if I go a4, you can also go queen b4. Okay, but I'm gonna play a4 because this I don't think is good. Because if he goes b4, I'm happy because now he can't put a piece on b4, and he's also weakening the juicer on a6, which I am more than happy to go tap this juicer a bunch of times. He goes here, I'm gonna tap it like this, and no pieces can go to b4 anymore, so that's really nice. He's got a weakness on a5, and I got this X factor bishop. Okay. Okay, he's not like, there's no threat. I'm tempted to just go h4, slightly preference over h3, just marginally more aggressive. Okay. I could maybe jump in to d6. I have support for that. Let's do it. Freeze my bishops start firing on all cylinders after this move. And there's a big threat on d5. So it seems attractive. Okay, he's just gonna run away. Fair enough. He wants to take. He cannot take. He cannot go here. I'm not really seeing what he's doing. I'm not seeing what I'm doing though. What am I doing? Better question. I don't know. Let's play this move. Just get off the back rank. There's like instances where I might want to start pivoting around. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's hard for him to make a move. He's very tied up. Maybe I could have considered this and taking. Maybe that was smarter. Yeah. Very possibly. And then pivoting to c4 and back to d6. But, okay, we can do that next turn. Assuming he doesn't defend. It's very hard for him to move. Like, I assume he's gonna put a piece on b6 or play knight g6. But knight g6 is probably a bad move because you're just gonna walk into h5. Maybe not immediately. Okay, he's gonna do this. This looks quite bad because of this. Okay, let's not ask too many questions. Oh. Yikes. I did not see that. I did not see that. Wait. Check. Collect. Okay, he's just getting super crushed now. Queen a5 is also weak. Bishop here is checkmate. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. That was not planned. Okay. And if I just snag the A pawn? If I just take a free piece, that also looks pretty good. Yeah, calculate the forcing moves. That was not a good game from me. I should not have missed that. So C6. So E4, C6. Yikes. C6, D4, D5, E5, Bishop F5. Here. E6. Bishop E2. Knight D7. Castles. A6. Knight D2. He played C5. It's already pretty bad. C4 is the best move. And how did things go here? So he took on here, and Bishop G5 is incredibly strong. Because obviously you can't go here because that Knight D6 check. But what about F6? I see we just don't care at all. Sounds good. Oh, this is just checkmate. Ooh, Queen D6. Interesting. So we didn't see Bishop G5. We just played Knight takes D4. Looked good. I mean, super winning position for me, to be fair. And I was expecting Bishop G6, and I was going to play Bishop F3, and I was feeling very good about myself. We played Bishop E4, which I was a little annoyed by this move. I thought it was a good move. Stopping Bishop F3. I played Rook E1. He played Bishop D5. And I played Bishop F4. And he played Bishop C5. Yeah, Bishop B4 makes a lot more sense. And I played... Oh, Knight F5. That's fancy. How did that work? If he takes... Oh, I don't care. I don't care. I just give away a knight. Wow. Queen. Wow. He's just getting blasted. Same thing. Oh, E6. Not an option I considered. So I played Rook here. Played 97. And I should play Knight D6. And already I forfeited most of the advantage after this move. Yeah, and I was talking about how I didn't feel good about it at the time. I think I played Bishop G3 there. Is that correct? Because my center was like a little collapsing. Oh, he played Rook C8. And I played Bishop G3. This move is, I guess, I'm losing control over e5, but you often sacrifice that pawn. Interesting. It says to just grab that. That's hilarious. Okay, he castled. And at this point, I felt decent. I felt good. Because I understood the imbalance. Okay, I played knight b3, which is apparently not very good. This is good. And then he played. I said he should take. He didn't do that. He played this move. I thought this was bad. And played queen e7. And I played knight e4 here. Take. Knight takes. Queen b6. And I said, I was talking about this b4 square. Maybe I should play a3. Okay, I should stick a knight immediately on d6. Interesting. That also stops him from using this square. But I was talking about the b4 square earlier. But okay, he did this. And I played a4. And I knew that he should play queen b4. Oh, it says b takes a4. But I was really happy to see b4. Because now he can't put any pieces on b4. This is a really bad move, actually. You can see he lost almost a point, 1.2 on that move. So yeah, I start tickling. I start creeping in. Bishop h4. I was looking at this, but I have knight f6. Knight f6 check. Bishop here takes knight f6. Was not wise to that. Yeah, I just kind of crept in. Okay, queen c7. Knight d6. I was pretty happy with this move. It's kind of paralyzed. Knight d6, knight d7. I didn't super know what to do. I played. Did I do h4? I think this happened earlier, and I played like king h2 here, which can't be the best move. I'm surprised it's even the fifth move, to be honest. It's the third move. Wow, I'm a genius. Bishop e4 is good. Yeah, and knight b7. This is what I was talking about. Knight b7 and collecting. But okay, you didn't give me a second chance. So we definitely want to take on f5. And here I just played a terrible move. I just played e6 and I forgot that he could stuff my bishop like that. White should be better. White has a bishop pair. Black has weakness. And this pawn is not ideal. This pawn is also a weakness. This is the best move because it creates this pawn as a weakness. Right? You prevent black from playing g6. And it's super glued in there by your bishop. Very nice. So we actually see king h2 being I guess e6 would be bad either way. But at least without the king on h2, you have bishop h2. But okay, I played e6. Very bad move. f4. Apparently it's not that bad. Queen f7. Bishop g4. Yeah, because the weakness of the king plus the activity of the pieces plus the weaknesses of the white's king is really safe, and a lot of black's pieces are not on optimal squares. So even though blacks have a piece, it's not the best that it could be. But okay, he immediately blundered. He immediately took with the king, which is like super bad. Because now I'm just not losing a bishop. Apparently this is better to include first. But I saw this and I knew that I was winning here. So I played queen d7, which immediately loses. And we take free pieces in the endgame. Well, let's play one more. That's really interesting. The short is so interesting because you get these middle game positions that it's like it's pure middle game chess. It's very exciting. So I like this system with a6. I've been also playing e6 and like e6, b6 stuff, but this is like a gambit, and it's not great if they know exactly what to do. But it's actually kind of hard to know exactly what to do. The best move is to play a3 here. What they're doing is already close to equal. Okay. But I don't know how to play it so well. But I get a big center in exchange for a pawn. Okay. Okay. Usually you want to play this move. Just gonna play it. Okay. Okay, let's go here. Oh, I missed up. I missed. Okay. Then I just want to slam the knight in. And I feel very good about Black's position. I think Black is doing great. Black's down a pawn, but doesn't really feel like that, does it? Okay. Okay. Maybe this move? Okay. Trying to cement the pawn in with e4. Could have maybe some checks now. He could also take and take. But I was hoping that I was getting enough there. I see. He's gonna do it like this. He's got knight g5. It doesn't look so good for him. He's got 96 threat, which is kind of annoying for me to deal with after knight g5. Any move that threatens to come into e6. Gotta figure out what I'm doing about that. Maybe this move? Threaten this? Rook, queen takes? Because he's also threatening this one, which is a little annoying. But this is checkmate. Wait a sec. This feels so loose for him. Okay. He's got queen e6. Check and take. Okay, what am I down? Oh, let's go here. That looks good. He's gonna go here. I'm down 2 pawns, but I've got an initiative towards the king. Okay. Let's go here. I just want to entice the rook to move. So I get this tempo. Okay. Threatening queen g4, potentially. Okay, let's just play h6. Just some safety for the king. I'm not in love with how strong this knight is. Okay, I don't feel like that's the best move on earth, but maybe it is. Sure, he's trying to sack his stuff. Okay, let's just guard. Let's keep it on the king. Potentially like rook f3. I really have to lock in. I'm trying to also stop bishop f4. Okay. Let's move to prepare stuff on the diagonal. I see. Okay. I'm just trying to not trade pieces. And stop knight f4. Maybe like this. The 2 extra pawns he has on the queen side are not making their presence felt yet. They're not like far, like if they were like here, start to be pretty stressful. But he's not being ambitious about pushing those pawns. Though I'm kind of getting a little clapped. Okay. Okay. Let's just tap this. We're trying to clamp this square while also... Okay. Okay, let's hit that threat. What to do? He just moves the king to h1. He's got knight g. It doesn't have knight g3 on top. King f1. King f1. Okay. Maybe look at this. He can't take because I check. Rook c6 potentially. Then rook d5, he takes it. Wait, whoa. Take. Oh, he can't even take. I thought he could take for some reason. Alright, that was an exciting game that I did not play very well because I was kind of getting bodied in the opening. Did not defend the honor of my opening very well. a6, knight c3, c5, d here. Wait, knight d5. I saw that for a second. Okay, it's saying to take. d5, b5. Yeah, a3 is the best move. Okay, it's not even that bad. Yeah, this is like just a good line. I don't know why I'm worried about playing this. I was worried about playing this over the board because local engine was giving it almost like +1. But 0.3 is not even that bad. And only 2% of people play A3 anyway. But I was worried about playing it against someone who I thought had prepared for me. But okay. So b5, of course he's not going to do that. And this is already nearly equal. I've played this like line with queen a5. Black has a very good score in all these lines. I just have found this hard to play. e6, d takes, f takes. Like if they fully accept the gambit. Obviously if they go knight d6, this is like very bad. You're just like losing the game. With knight e4. But okay. So they went back. And they're supposed to go bishop b7. Because e3, d5. So I went d5. What does this allow? It allows e4. I see. I'm fine allowing this. Yeah, I don't think I care too much about that. So I played d5. played e3, but what do I do now? It says it's equal, but it's not easy. I played bishop d6. Okay, bishop d6 is bad. It says knight c6 or bishop b7. Knight c6, sure. Bishop e5. Bishop e7. Knight f3. Now bishop d6. Okay, what if he plays a move like h3? Am I still going bishop e6? Let's say a4. Yeah, you're still going to bishop d6. What if knight f3? Ah, so even when the knight can go here, you don't care about that, apparently. Okay, so I went bishop d6, which is bad, I guess, because of this check. Yeah, some piece appearing there, but you didn't see it. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. So my opponent played that and I castled, right? Let's see. Yeah, I castled. And then bishop d3. And I played c4. c4 is not a good move. Bishop e2. Bishop c2 is not good though. And black's better. But yeah, I should just be more flexible with it. Because I have this. Even king h8. Such a slow move. For e5. Wow. Holy aura. And wow, king h8. Look at that. King h8, so that in this line, where he has to play e4, this move's not check. The engine is so good at chess. Dang. Wow. Yeah, I'm not that good at chess, so I didn't do that. I played c4, which is not a good move, apparently. Not even in the top 5. Yeah, just play any move like knight c6. Yeah. c4, bishop c2. And I played this stupid move, knight. Didn't I play that immediately? Oh, I played knight c6. Okay, that's good. Okay. And then I played this dumb move. Why did I do this? Yeah, just walking right into this. But you didn't see it. You played h3. Okay, bishop h6. Wait, what did you do? Rook e1. So slow. And I stuck the knight in. Again, I need to try to play with e5. Shame I didn't do that. Here, I I just went straight in for this, and apparently this is not so optimal. I took here and played bishop e7. He played rook e3 and rook takes f3. How does this work? Why can't he just take this? Rook takes a2. Man. Dang. Rook takes a2. Oof. And wow. If he goes rook b1, his rook's trapped. He has to go rook b1. Because, I mean, he could go queen a8. It's kind of a sad move to play. Rook b1, queen. Oh. He's getting sauced. Yeah, so this is a really exciting opening to play. Okay, that makes me want to play another game. I didn't review the whole game, but I don't care. Let's see. Oh, we're playing another Carl. Man. Yeah, that's like a sort of some ideas that make you feel excited about chess. It's good to feel excited. We're playing another short variation. Look at that. Oh, he's doing knight d2. Okay. So I'm threatening this. He saw it. Wait. Am I just bad at this game? Okay, so he wants this. I can go here. Okay, I'm gonna go here. This is getting a little dicey. And knight g3, my plan was to go bishop e4. Like, you really wonder why my knight's on g6. It doesn't make any sense at all on this square. But okay. I just take and I go knight h4. And I win this pawn. Well, that's why my knight's on g6. So I win the g2 pawn. Classic. That was not planned. Okay, take. Oh. Wait, this was not planned either. Okay, I can just go here. And I have this. Okay. Was not super planned either. Whoa. Man. Okay. Could go here and gambit this. gonna do that. I maybe shouldn't have done that, because maybe he can take. Okay. I'm just down 2 pawns. Feels like I should be getting something back. Okay. 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 Just trying to be annoying. Threatening takes and take that pawn. Should also go take this pawn. I think we're gonna go take this pawn right here. My rook is getting really stuck there. To be careful. I do have rook f3 check. It's useful. I'm gonna start with that. I mean, I have to. I mean, okay. This pawn is also gonna fall. And he's in big trouble. My rook is kind of bad here. It's kind of good. It's kind of goated, and it's kind of bad. Okay, I'm just gonna go collect this pawn. I think keeping the pressure here is super overpowered because it freezes his knight, and he's just done for. He's just cooked on the dark squares. E5's just dropping, and then C3 to follow, and we get the win. Not my cleanest game. These games have gotten a lot harder. Okay, C3 is give me that pawn. You could also give me the F2 pawn. You choose. I mean, this H pawn is probably going to fall as well. Every pawn's falling. I mean, the knight is completely dominated. It's got to go to here. Or you can give up another pawn. That feels a little wrong. Let's go put the horse attacked. Okay. Take this. I'm gonna go take this. Oh, that's free bishop. Thanks. Thanks, sir. I'll take that pawn. I'll collect that pawn. And everything is falling apart for my opponent. Okay. I'm gonna put the bishop here anyway. Okay. Don't drop the H pawn. He was trying to check me and win my H pawn. No need to allow that. Don't go into a pin and allow this. Okay, no pin anymore. Okay, he wants that anyway. Okay, we have rook c4. It's not a huge deal. Attacking and defending. Okay. Sure, let's keep the king cut. If he goes here, I'm gonna go here. Okay, now we have this check to get behind the pawn. Maybe he goes after this pawn. Oh, okay, he's not gonna do that. Let's just go try to defend the pawn. Okay. Could play c5, but no reason to weaken. No reason to give him a check. I'm just gonna stick the bishop here, and everything's looking great. So okay, that opening was not good by me. That was not good. Yeah. Wait. He went here, here, here. And I went 97. Bishop e7. And then I went knight g6. And this is like totally okay, it's not terrible. Knight f1. Okay, it's not bad, and I responded in the best way. Because okay, obviously I have this coming that I need to worry about. So I wanted to be able to play bishop e4 and him not be able to take it. That was my goal in life. So that I could deal with knight g3. Bishop e4 is also showing up as possible. So c5 was intended to support bishop e4 by putting pressure on the center. So okay, he played c3, played knight c6, he played knight g3, I went here, he pinned me, and I took. Is that what happened? Yeah, I took. He took. Whoops. And I should not go for this pawn. Yeah, it's a little risky. Yeah, I should just play in the center. Okay, obviously you can't do that. So obviously you gotta go here. And still, just attack. Yeah, this is like not an idea I'd seen before. But I was like, oh, just win the g2 pawn. But Yeah, not the best, I guess. Yeah, because of exactly what happened in the game. So king f1, knight h4, bishop g5, bishop e7. He took on h4, which I was expecting this move, but this allows me to like castle long potentially. So that's what he did was better, significantly better. And this I felt really uncomfortable. Okay, I wanted to go king e7, but something about this like just felt really wrong. Like I was worried about this. I guess we're fast to the file. Interesting. Queen a5. It's just like lost for him. Wow. Because his queen is going to get trapped. I have this threat here, and then I have this. Yikes, and his queen is dead. Okay, it's saying king g2, rook, yeah. He just loses a queen. Wow. So I bailed out. I kind of panicked. I was like, okay. Yeah, I kind of panicked. And I went this way. This is just like not so good. But it is what it is. I played here. Rook f8. He played... What did he do? What did he do? He played a move that wasn't very good. Right? A king e2. Sure. And then I played a5, I'm assuming. Yeah, a5 is the best move. Ooh. It's already a little close. I'm down 2 pawns, but many issues. I think white lost like all those pawns in the game. So many issues for white to sort through. And then he played this move. I really didn't like this move because I was just like, okay, I just go here. He played b3. I played rook f4. Bishop g5 apparently to go collect the e5 pawn is best. Interesting. Rook f4 stopping f4. King here. Rook bf8. Yeah, I can see it. So I played this. And he moved his king, I think. He was scared. Yeah. And I played rook c5. And he played knight e2, and then rook f3, king c2, take. I was feeling really good about my position around here. h4, bishop h6. a3, yeah, bishop g7. Okay, he's supposed to go rook hg1, and he has enough counterplay. He's also stopping bishop g7. Makes sense. But he allows bishop g7, and everything falls apart for him. Rook e4. He played knight d4, knight took, and then he took on f2. Oh, it's saying taking on f2 is... Wow. It's best. It's best to lose a piece. That's crazy work. Wow, it's so afraid of this endgame. I mean, obviously I saw this endgame and I was like, wow, I mean, weakness, weakness. I'm up a pawn, 2 pawns. I thought I was winning here too. But giving away a piece is crazy. Okay, but anyway, he gave away a piece. And h5. And played bishop h4. Here. Here. Here, here. I played bishop f6. b5 is no fear. Rook c4. I took with the bishop because I wanted to support getting behind the pawn. And he played some move. What move was that? Rook a2. Bishop here and b7 and check and king c2. Started cementing the bishop in. Okay, that's not the best move apparently, but I felt like there was no rush. Obviously, I can go collect this pawn anytime I want. He went here, and then he resigned. Yeah, nothing to do for him. Alright. Well, those are fun games. Hopefully, if you're watching, you enjoyed.